Sora, what happened to you?
I have become too powerful.
Really?
Now that's comedy.
Hey, you know Final Fantasy, yeah? Well, why don't you make a game where they meet Disney characters? Yeah, okay, sure, why not? And thus, Kingdom Hearts was born. So growing up, I knew that this game existed, and I was a huge Disney fan, but I never had any interest in it. The game just seemed too JRPG for me.
Whoa, stop right there!
But okay, time to give this game another chance, and take a look as to why so many people love Donald, Goofy, and an original character do not steal.
What?
The game starts out with Sora dreaming about the Disney princesses. Yes, even he went through that phase.
Huh?
This area serves as the tutorial of the game, and I'll get back to the combat later on because it's pretty basic right now.
What are you talking about?
After that, we have to pick our main starting weapon. Well, not really, since later on it's a key, but this determines your stat growth. You then pick one which won't grow as much, and yeah, I like a little danger in my life. He then wakes up on a beach and is faced with some questions.
Questions?
Answering these also determines stat things, so let's, think logically and, truthfully. We then go back to the starting world and fight a boss. What, it's only been like 10 minutes in this game and we already got a boss?
But why?
Well, we beat Mr. Darkness over here. Okay. And wake up on the beach again. But now with our best friends in the entire world who we'll never forget about, Riku and Kairi. I love my friends. Your friends suck. What did you say about my friends? So the general gist, from what I can gather, is that they all live near this island thing, and it's like their treehouse play area, where you can beat up other kids. Now this intro slowly takes you through more gameplay, and you learn that Riku really hates this dumb island. I hate this dumb island. And wants all of them to build a raft to travel the world. Yeah, sounds like a great plan for 3 kids with no adult supervision.
You're stupid!
Meanwhile, Sora smells his favorite food, vegetable lasagna, down in the cave, and upon arriving, to his shock, there was no vegetable lasagna at all. Just some dude. Hey, how's it going?
Tied to the darkness.
Well, hello to you too. Now while all this is happening, we get the Disney characters Donald. You know, you might as well delete the entire door then. And Goofy. And on a personal note, you won't believe how many cartoons I watched as a kid of Donald, Goofy, and Mickey. Hey, wait a minute. Where is that psycho mouse anyway? Hey, Donald and Goofster. Going out for some fish and chips. Also gonna find the keys to my front door. Love, Mickey. Oh, great. Also, by the way, Mickey is king in this world, but don't assume it's because Disney wants their properties to rule over the others. Oh, no siree. Chipmunks?
Mac and cheese.
Great. So anyway, Goofy and Donald go to find this fabled person who has a key. And spoilers, it's Sora.
Really?
But to meet each other, some crazy things have to happen in between.
A storm?
Well, that's crazy enough.
Huh?
Geez, it really must be a big storm if Sora left his dinner of vegetable lasagna.
Oh, bother.
So racing back to the island, he finds Riku, embracing his inner emo.
Riku?
I'm not afraid of the darkness.
The darkness.
Riku disappears, and Sora gets a Keyblade. Look, don't question these things, you won't last a minute in this series.
What?
And then Sora runs back to the cave because he sure as heck misses his dinner, but sees Kairi there.
I still don't really get what's going on here.
And then the island rips itself apart and Sora gets flung away from that world. He gets awoken
Woke.
by a weird looking dog. No, this dog.
Meow?
and finds himself all alone with a strange man who has no relation to any other series challenging him. We beat him, but in old JRPG fashion, we lose in the cutscene. He kidnaps us to his hideout to info dump some huge plot details. Yeah, he's a good guy, don't worry, don't worry.
Really?
Also, looking back at this game now, compared to the later entries, this storyline is so much more easier to understand. It's pretty much that there are these things called Heartless, and something is making them grow and take over the world. Sora with his Keyblade has the power to defeat them, and that's pretty much all you need to know to get the basic understanding of the plot in this game.
Really? Yes.
So Donald and Goofy
Oh, that's great.
drop in on Sora and join our party as they have completed their request from Mickey to find the Keyblade wielder.
Really?
And thus begins our epic adventure to destroy the darkness. Oh, not really. Because instead, let's go and watch some Disney movies. Hey, no, YouTube, it's just gameplay. I'm not showing any clips from the movie, okay? Don't you dare suppress this video like you did with Persona.
Sorry, old man.
So this makes up a big chunk of the gameplay. You get segments where you fly this, gummy ship. This is easily the worst part to the entire franchise.
Really?
And then you visit different Disney worlds, where Sora and Co interact with the Disney movie story as Heartless have weaseled their way in. So if you've never watched a Disney movie growing up, well, these can be a great replacement. Actually, no, watch the Disney movies instead.
Oh.
So first on the list is Alice in Wonderland.
But why?
We then arrive in Hercules Land, where we see...
I gotta spruce this place up for the games.
Great. Just great. I guess we are here to pretend to be heroes or learn how to fight more. Oh, yous wants to learn how to fight?
I got 2 words of advice for you.
Well, that didn't work, Phil.
Games.
Here is where we meet Mr. Final Fantasy himself, a literal cloud.
I tried to exploit the power of darkness.
Man, this sure is edgy for a Disney game.
The darkness.
Next is copyright pending. I mean, Tarzan World.
What did you say?
This one takes place during the movie Tarzan, featuring the character Tarzan from Tarzan World. So here's where I'll get into the gameplay. You press buttons to hit things.
Games.
So running around the many areas, you find small groups of Heartless, and you lock onto them and spam the silly buttons like crazy. You can then roll out of the way, but you'll probably use that to travel to places. Why is his running speed so slow? And then you get spells, because it's a Final Fantasy game. They use up MP, and a good way to refill it is by attacking enemies, building up this orange bar, which then gets converted into MP. And no, I did not just read that off the wiki because I didn't know about this until writing the script.
Who knows?
Now, for the most part, the enemies are pretty easy, the only difficulty being the variations per world they throw in. But at certain points you either fight a big Heartless, the Disney baddie, or a combination of them both. Most of them are easily beatable if you learn the patterns, except this boss I hate you so much.
Way too fast.
And then you also have your party members. Now, you don't control them, but you can set their AI to do things like heal you when you need it. Yeah, it's not that great. And then every world they visit, you can swap one of them out for the Disney rep, so you can be like, oh my goodness, it's Jack Skellington. Yeah, I'm never using you.
What?
The novelty is cool, but just keep in mind that they only exist in those worlds, and removing Donald or Goofy means you don't get as much experience points for them, i.e. you will then see a lot of this in the endgame. Yeah, I learnt the hard way.
Games.
On to the next world.
Aladdin.
Okay. So it's just like the movie. You got Jasmine,
Jasmine?
Jafar, Aladdin, Genie, and a San Mufasa boss battle. Yeah. Let's move on, shall we? So So this is the Winnie the Pooh level.
Pooh? Pooh?
Pooh, pooh, too.
Pooh, Pooh, piglet.
Whoa, stop right there!
Technically an optional world as you keep coming back here to complete mini games, or i.e. try to get this fat bear up a tree to eat honey.
No bother.
Alright, anyway, time to get to the gummy ship going at... Wait, what is that?
This is too ridiculous for words.
Well, it's Monstro.
Monster?
Who's Monstro? What, you don't remember the whale from Pinocchio, which was only in a part of the movie and had trippy visuals? Well, me neither.
It's me!
We find Pinocchio and his old man,
Sorry, old man.
with the former getting kidnapped by Riku. Because while all of this is going on, with Sora running around Disney worlds with Donald and Goofy, Riku was there outside the window staring in. Sora, my friend, why has he abandoned me? I feel so much darkness. I'm gonna post this on MySpace. What? Too soon?
Are you kidding me?
No, he's been influenced by Maleficent, who is kind of the leader of all the Disney villains. Her goal is to capture the 7 princesses from each world, and I guess Pinocchio, because he's got a heart, she tricks Riku into thinking that Sora has forgotten all about him and is happy with his new friends, which is further from the truth because all Sora wanted to do in this whole game was reunite with Kairi and Riku.
Riku!
Weird sign of affection, but alrighty.
Alright.
Leave it to who?
Sora, you do realize you're running around with a giant key.
Yes.
Anyway, he runs off and we head to Atlantis. No, not the amazing movie, but the Little Mermaid world, where we see this. Oh my goodness, what the heck is that?
There's something weird about them.
Now I want to mention this here, they really did make each world feel unique, like you're running around in a Disney movie, or swimming. Each section is like a little mini area which is often very different from the next one. Like in Aladdin you have the city, the desert, inside a cave, or in Tarzan you have the camp and the jungle. But anyway, I'm honestly getting a little creeped out by Goofy Turtle over here.
Whoa!
Okay, so then let's go to the next world and it's... oh no, not this world, no! Look, I like the whole aesthetic, but having not watched the movie entirely, all I got from this is that Jack himself is, he's just, he's too tall. Yeah, that's it.
You're stupid!
And the final world we reach is the good old pirate ship with Captain Hook and that flying boy Peter Pan.
Who are you? I'm Peter Pan.
I'm Sora.
Okay.
How could this happen?
Wait, how do you fly like that? Yeah, bro, just rub this magical mac and cheese dust all over you and you can fly like that.
He's flying, he's flying.
The Heartless obey me now, Sora.
You're stupid!
So despite our efforts, Riku manages to run off with Kairi, as for some reason Maleficent wants her. I wonder if this has anything to do with gathering all the princesses and Square Enix wanted to make their own princess.
Sorry, old man.
We head to Maleficent's headquarters, an original world called Hollow Bastion, and right near the start we see the Beast from Beauty and the Beast lose out to Riku. He's getting a little bit ego-driven with his newfound edginess.
But that's impossible. How did this happen?
You were just the delivery boy.
Delivery boy?
Yes.
And he takes the blade to stop the darkness himself, leaving us all alone. No, literally all alone. These two just straight up abandon us, since they have to follow Mickey's orders of supporting the wielder of the blade. Oh, they're just bad friends.
Jeez.
So we have to climb the tower with Beastie Boy. And oh boy, I did not enjoy sections where they remove powers you already have.
Games.
After a few hours, we reach the summit, where we fight Riku and scare him off with the power of friendship, because Donald and Goofy see how much we went through and rejoin us. It's almost as if this was just a moment to handicap the players to spike the difficulty.
Sorry, old man.
Riku, feeling weak, runs into that hat-hooded creep from the cave who tells him to give in to the darkness to unleash his full potential, i.e. fuse with me to become anime superpower Riku. He goes back to Maleficent, who is annoyed that the portal to Kingdom Hearts, which is said to have huge power, isn't opening even though they have all of the princesses. Oh, what do you know? Kairi is also a princess.
Kairi's a princess?
Yes.
What?
And they need all of the hearts from the princesses to open it, but it seems like her heart is missing. Also, just thought I'd mention they mean heart in like a friendship sense, not the literal beating heart muscle.
What?
So we battle Anime Fusion Reborn Riku, who fused with a dude called ANSEM,
ANSEM?
Seeker of Darkness, who was looking for Kingdom Hearts for ages. And after defeating him, we use his Keyblade to wake up Kairi and free her heart. How do you ask? By stabbing it in us. Because you remember that scene in the cave from earlier? Well, apparently now her heart is inside us. Just suspend your disbelief for a bit, and in doing so, she awakened. But we turn into a Heartless. This then leads to a really cool scene of us running up to the group as the Heartless, waddling here and there. Kairi converts us back to Sora.
Really?
And we have a happy reunion back at the headquarters. Also, apparently a lot of people have this glitch in their game, but I still think it's pretty hilarious to see a cutscene do this. Great game, 10 out of 10. Now, excluding this scene, I did really enjoy my time with this game. Okay, I'm joking, I love this scene so much.
Dope.
But as a huge Disney fan, I still don't know why I never played this game earlier in my life. Maybe because the Final Fantasy ness scared me away. But as a first game, the story actually isn't very confusing. It's more amusing though, looking back at it now, seeing just how much more simpler the story was back then. The gameplay is fun, although the jumping is a little clunky. All the worlds and characters are so memorable, which helps if you've watched the movies beforehand, and the music is just so good. I obviously skimmed over some of the story elements for you to experience them yourselves, because even I don't think I can explain some of Kingdom Hearts that well.
Anyway,
Sora and Co plan their final mission to rescue Riku, since he doesn't like sharing a body with an old dude.
ANSEM?
And to do that, we have to travel to the source of the Heartless at the end of all worlds. So we go and do that, which includes flying the gummy ship, then landing in some space-looking world, then doing a gauntlet of difficult boss battles, and somehow transporting back to our home, where we fight ANSEM JoJo Stand Man in a battle which almost broke me. Then we go into another dimension where we fight Cthulhu Demon Super Boss ANSEM and finally do it, but instead of the door to Kingdom Hearts opening,
Open?
it's actually a bait and switch, and it was the door to the darkness world. Riku goes in with Mickey, who's suddenly here, to then close the world from that side because reasons, and they stopped the evil but are now stuck in the darkness, leaving us with a bittersweet ending, meaning we gotta go now face more evil, all the while trying to free King Mickey and our friend Riku. And that was just the first game. Oh no. Also, by the way, Sora's mother is still waiting for him to come downstairs for dinner. Your vegetable lasagna is cold and moldy, mate.
Really?
The darkness.
Trojan, RamZaes, Magnum, Chic.